What's up? Welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know, this is my first introduction video. I dropped the video last week and it was showing me at the Burners Brother Hair Show. So now this video is dedicated to getting to know Carmel B. So I went to Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat to ask my followers and friends to drop some questions to get to know me. I wrote down about 20 questions. So this video is going to be a little long, a little notebook. I wrote down my questions down. So you're going to see me looking down at the notebook quite often. So the first question, when did you start going by Carmel B and what was the inspiration? A lot of people ask me that because I don't, you know, you have to like know me to like really know my name. I've been going by Carmel B since I would say it was like sophomore year in high school. I considered my skin tone to be caramel. Like, I'm like, okay, caramel. Then Chris Brown, I used to always go by Mrs. Brown. So I was like Carmel Brown. So that's how I got Carmel B, Carmel Brown. I go by either or. So that was the inspiration for that name. So the next question is, where are you from? So I am from Chicago. I am from the south side of Chicago, Inglewood to be exact. Yeah, so don't believe everything you see in the media. I had a good childhood. Next question. What was your favorite childhood snack? I would say my favorite childhood snack, and it still is, hot crunchy curls. The little ones to the little corner store, gas station. Give me some Doritos with cheese, meat, mix the flaming hot stuff in that, ghetto snacks, and Fruities. I love Fruities, all that. I still eat all that, especially when I go back home to Chicago. Question is, what is your favorite food? So, I love hot wings. I've always loved them. We do ranch over here, no blue cheese. I'm big on pasta. I love pasta. And I love steak. If you could visit one place on earth, where would it be? I would go to Bali. Bali is beautiful. Like, if you've never seen the pictures and like videos of Bali, when you exit this video, go look it up. Like, it looks so peaceful. You got your breakfast floating up to you in the water. Like, that's definitely on my list. Your favorite artist of all time. So if you my friend or you've ever been to my house when I was in high school, you already know Chris Brown has always been my all-time favorite artist, man, husband, everything. Like, my room was filled. Like, management was like, look, she got too many posters on the wall. Y'all need to take this down. It's a fire hazard. Every concert, all the CDs, DVDs, I had it. Like, that was my man. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing about Chris Brown. How did you relocate to Atlanta? So, I came to Atlanta because Clark Atlanta University was always my dream school. Like, I knew I wanted to go to Clark since I went to see the movie ATL, and I was like, I gotta go to Atlanta. Then we had the opportunity, I think either sophomore or junior year, it was like a program where we was able to go on a HBCU college tour. And I came to Atlanta, toured like all the schools, the different HBCUs and all of that. But out of every school, I'm like, no, I'm going to Clark. I don't want to apply for nothing else. And when it came down to applying for schools, I got accepted to Clark on the spot. What inspired you to become an entrepreneur? My mama inspired me to become an entrepreneur because a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, she did. Like, my mom used to do hair. She used to do nails. She was a seamstress. She had her own clothing line. And I saw how she hustled. And that's why I was just like, you know, I came up around hustlers. So if they can do it, I can do it. Like, my biggest influence, I can honestly say, is my mom, my auntie, and my grandma. Like, I come to them all the time with so many ideas. And they listen. And they tell me, like, okay, if that's good, I think you could do it. Like, I talk to them about everything. They've always been my biggest supporters from day one. Shout out to y'all. I owe y'all everything. Because how many businesses do I want? So I want to be a mogul. That's like my ultimate goal in life. I want to have multiple businesses. I don't want to put, you know, just a specific number to it. What do you like to do in your spare time? I'm always looking for networking opportunities. I love going to events. I love cooking. I'm big on cooking. Love cooking. I can whip up some stuff. I'm gonna do a couple of cooking videos. I'm a big music listener, and I'm always researching. Like, I'm always, who's on your playlist? So I listen to a combination of music. I like Jhené Aiko. I listen to NBA YoungBoy, Dirk. I just got up on Pop Smoke. Unfortunately, rest in peace to him. Chris Brown, of course. Who else is on? Oh, Rod Wave. That man is on my playlist. That man is definitely short-term / long-term goals. So I kind of touched on my long-term previously by saying that I do want to be a mogul. I don't want to work until I'm 60, 70 and just retiring. I want to retire early and just have money coming in from multiple businesses. But short-term goal is to continue to build different streams of income from different businesses. So I am working on some new ideas, and I am branching out with different business ventures. So stay tuned for those. Go support Fab Luxurious and Glam Boss Co. Those are my two businesses now. The link is in the bio. So yeah, go support that. You start Fab Luxurious and Glam Boss Co. So Fab Luxurious, I started that in college. So I sell hair extensions, cosmetics, the best hair extensions, might I add. So I started that in about 2013, straight out of my dorm room. I was like the plug with the hair. I was doing hair at my dorm, and I ended up having like photo shoots and all of that stuff. And so now today I have all different textures and lengths, cosmetics, as I mentioned, mink lashes, and I am expanding. I have new products that I am going to launch. So yeah, definitely go check that out. Glam Boss Coaching, I offer vendors for those who want to start their own beauty brand, hair, lashes, clothes. I do offer business coaching calls and FaceTimes for those that are interested in starting their own beauty brand. If you don't know the proper steps to setting up your business as well as legalization, I can help you with that. So I'll also link that below, because I do have that on my website, and you can book a consultation with me. When did you start to do hair and makeup, and what inspires you? Okay, so I'm gonna start with hair. So I always had an interest from hair, like doing dolls hair and all of that stuff. And so I started off like by practicing on my cousins, like natural hair first. That was when I was probably about like 10. When I started doing weaves was high school. And it's the funniest story. So Nikki had just came out. Nikki was wearing a bang. Everybody knows she was wearing little tracks and she had the little bang. So me and my sister, Misha, we wanted the bangs. So we were so thirsty. We used to go get us some little Milky Way hair. I think we was wearing like 10 inches before we started going 12, because 10 was kind of long back then. Not gonna lie. My mom, she was doing our little glue ins. We had just started wearing weave because we used to always wear our natural hair. So we had convinced her to finally let us wear weave. So this was probably like our second install with the bang. But my mom had got distracted by something while she was like cutting Misha bang, and she cut her bang crooked. And so Misha like, I can't go to school like this. I'm like, all right, come on, let me fix it. So from there, I started doing weaves. Like, I started experimenting with weaves. I started doing my hair, her hair. I started doing some of my friends' hair, and then I started doing people in high school. Like, and then over the years, I was building my clientele. So then makeup, back then we weren't wearing makeup like how this generation, we was not doing all that in high school. The most that I was doing was like a little mascara. Always, lip gloss was always popping. I always wore that. But senior year, I started off by wearing MAC, because I used to always see my mama wear MAC. So I'm like, that's expensive. I'm about to wear MAC too. First year of college was when I started like taking makeup serious. I started ordering all type of makeup palettes and going to buy like different foundations, and I like stayed on YouTube just like binge watching so many makeup videos, and that's how I learned how to do makeup and really started taking it serious. What are things you don't like? I hate liars. I hate liars, procrastinators, and cats. Do not bring no cat around me. When I go to people's house, before I go in your house, I'm going to ask you, do you have a cat? Don't lie. What was your best trip? My best trip was to the Bahamas in 2019. It was my birthday trip. It was about 13 or 15 of us. We took a cruise to the Bahamas, and when I say it was lit, like no other trip has topped the Bahamas. The scenery was so beautiful. Like, I definitely want to go back and experience that again. Like, I include a video. I was on the jet skis. I was scared because I don't know how to swim. That's the one thing y'all don't know about me. I do not know how to swim. But I got on the jet skis with somebody from the island. Zodiac sign. So I am a Pisces. My birthday is coming up March 16th. I am going on a trip. I try to make a tradition mostly every year to go out of town and celebrate my birthday. So I will be vlogging for that trip, so stay tuned. I know you're a hairstylist, but do you let other stylists do your hair? Yes and no and yes. So I let other stylists braid. I know how to braid my own hair, but I don't like doing it because it takes so long. My arms get tired. So I let somebody braid my hair or twist it. But as far as weaves, no. Because I'm real picky when it come down to like how like my baby hair swoop, how like my tracks put in. No, I do my own hair. I do my own hair, sew-ins, quick weaves, all that. I do my hair. So tell someone that's a beginner in the hair business. I will tell someone that's a beginner to do as much research as possible. Do not just jump in. And I can say I've learned so much over the years from trial and error. Now, number one key to business, you have to plan in order to succeed. If you don't plan, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Always remember that. The pros and cons of the beauty industry. So the pros of the beauty industry that I would say, you get to meet so many amazing people. You get to work with a lot of amazing people. There are countless amount of opportunities. There is a lot of money out here in the beauty industry. This is a $1 billion industry. So if you find your niche and you find your target audience, you will make money in the beauty industry. The cons, I would say over the years, it has definitely changed because a lot of people is going off of clout. They're not really going off of talent, and I hate to see that. It's become like a competition of, you know, how somebody's living, what designer they what, and they may not even be good, but people gonna run to them because of the lifestyle that they portray on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So I just want to thank you all for tuning in to my video. If you haven't already, subscribe below and like and comment. Also, watch my previous video of me at the Brothers Hair Show, and see you next time.
I can tell by the way you in love with me.